General Hospital spoilers. Portia doesn't go to jail. Drew destroys with shocking offer that changes everything. Port Charles is about to be rocked to its very foundation. As the tangled web of secrets, vendettas, and long-buried lies continues to unravel, the lives of several beloved citizens are poised to change forever. In a stunning turn of events, Portia Robinson escapes prison time, but not without a price. Meanwhile, Drew Kane makes a shocking offer that will upend alliances, ignite rivalries, and leave one powerful legacy in tatters. Buckle up. This is not just a twist, it's a full-blown earthquake. And nobody in Port Charles will walk away unscathed. After weeks of legal peril, tension, and uncertainty, Portia Robinson stood at the brink. Accused of obstruction, tampering with evidence, and perjury in the investigation surrounding Curtis Ashford's shooting, many believed Portia would face hard time. With the DA's office under increasing pressure to crack down on public corruption and institutional misconduct, it looked like her fate was sealed. But in a stunning twist during what was expected to be a pretrial hearing, all charges against Portia were suddenly dropped. And it wasn't because she was cleared. It was Drew Kane, not her legal team, who turned the tide by offering the prosecution something far more valuable. Fresh out of prison and harboring a firestorm of rage after being betrayed by those he once considered allies, Drew Kane has been on a mission, not just to rebuild his life, but to burn down the ones who nearly destroyed it. Portia's predicament gave Drew an opening, and he took it with lethal precision. According to courthouse insiders, Drew presented the DA with evidence implicating a far more high-profile target, Selena Wu. Not only did he produce documentation tying her to Curtis's shooting through an intermediary hitman, but he also supplied encrypted communications that link her to several Port Charles power players, including a now deeply rattled Laura Collins and Mayor Valentine Cassadine. In exchange, he demanded Portia's freedom.
Why?
That's the question on everyone's lips. At first glance, it made no sense. Why would Drew, who had no love lost for Portia, especially after she publicly questioned his relationship with Curtis and acted coldly toward Trina's relationship with Spencer, move heaven and earth to save her? But Drew's motivation wasn't kindness. It was strategy. By saving Portia, Drew fractured Curtis's loyalties. And more importantly, he began to unravel the delicate alliance between the Ashford-Robinson family and the Port Charles Police Department. Now, Jordan Ashford is under internal review. Taggart is spiraling, and Curtis, who has only recently started walking again, is forced to reevaluate every relationship in his life. Drew is playing chess, and Port Charles is the board. Though she's free, Portia's world is in ruins. Curtis, blindsided by the revelation that Drew saved Portia with information Curtis himself once withheld, now questions everything. His recent reconciliation with Portia was already fragile, and this new twist pushes him to the edge. In a chilling confrontation at the Metro Court, Curtis explodes. "You lied to protect me, but Drew told the truth to destroy someone else. Tell me, Portia, who really loves me?" Portia, devastated but still defiant, pleads her case. But Curtis storms out, right into the path of Jordan, whose simmering feelings are now impossible to hide. Trina's loyalty has always been torn between her mother and her father figures. But the recent upheaval may push her into a decision that changes her life forever. Portia's deal has deeply shaken Trina's trust. For the first time, Trina questions whether her mother truly believes in the value of integrity, or whether saving face has become more important than telling the truth. Enter Ava Jerome, who finds Trina alone at the gallery in tears. In a moment of unexpected vulnerability, Trina says, "I don't know if I can go home. I don't even know what home is anymore." Ava takes her under her wing, and a new, surprising mentorship begins, one that could change Trina in ways Portia never saw coming. Portia may be safe, but Drew isn't done. His deal with the DA was just the beginning of a scorched earth campaign designed to bring down everyone who let him rot in Pentonville. His next target? Nina Reeves. Though they once shared a strange friendship, Drew has never forgiven Nina for keeping silent about Carly and Sonny during the Nixon Falls days. And now that Carly has lost her hotel and half her fortune, Drew wants blood. He approaches Nina with a proposition so shocking, even she is speechless. Sell me Crimson for $1, or I'll go public with every secret you've ever told me. Nina, panicked and desperate, turns to Valentine for help. But Valentine, already dealing with his own crisis involving Charlotte and Laura, may not be in any position to rescue her. Will Nina cave? Or will she fight Drew with fire? As evidence Drew handed over to the DA begins to unravel organized crime connections across Port Charles, Dante Falconeri finds himself in a crisis of conscience. He knows Drew's motives aren't pure, but the fallout is exposing truths the police have buried for years. With corruption charges, threats against police officers, and ties to Victor Cassadine's last operation all coming to light, Dante is being pushed by the new commissioner to officially endorse Drew's actions as part of a joint task force. Dante resists, warning, "If we start letting civilians run justice, this city's going to burn." But the fire may already be spreading. Amidst the chaos, whispers emerge of a familiar shadow returning to Port Charles. With Drew waging war on every front, sources suggest that Jason Morgan may be alive and ready to return. Carly receives an anonymous package containing a black motorcycle glove and a single note. "He's not done protecting you." If Jason is back, Drew's crusade may hit a wall, because no one stands between Carly and her destruction like Jason Morgan. And if Jason sides with Sonny again, Drew's empire could fall before it even begins. Now free, Portia is faced with an impossible question. Does she owe Drew a debt, or is she his next target? Portia's legal escape came at the cost of her integrity. She's already lost Curtis's trust, and Trina's love is slipping through her fingers. If she joins Drew's cause, she might regain her influence. But if she defies him, he could expose even more secrets, including those involving her medical career, patient cover-ups, and what really happened to Marshall Ashford in his missing years. In a confrontation with Drew at General Hospital, Portia hisses, "I don't owe you anything. You saved me for your own agenda." Drew's reply is chilling. "That's right. And you'll stay saved, as long as you do exactly what I say." As Drew prepares to launch his next assault, rumored to involve Yelku, Aurora, and a secret Carly thought was buried forever, Anna Devane begins her own investigation into his connections. Anna, still reeling from betrayals in the WSB and trying to restore order, fears Drew may have gone too far. But even she can't ignore the results he's getting. With enemies toppling like dominoes and families crumbling under the weight of truth, Drew Kane has become something new, Port Charles's most dangerous man. And when Jason returns to stop him, there will be no more second chances. Portia makes a daring move to reclaim her career, but will her license survive Drew's blackmail? Curtis reconnects with Jordan. Will a new romance rise from the ruins? Trina chooses her own destiny and leaves her family behind. Nina goes to war, and Carly prepares for a showdown of her own. Jason's return changes the game again, and Drew's empire grows stronger unless someone stops him first. The next chapters of General Hospital will be nothing short of explosive. Families will fall, legends will rise, and one man's vengeance will threaten to turn the whole town to ash.
Stay tuned.